Welcome to Manifest Beyond Limits, the podcast that helps you break free from fear and self-doubt so you can create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. I'm your host, Anaja, manifestation coach, speaker, and believer in limitless possibility. Each week, we'll dive into the mindset shifts, energetic principles, and manifestation tools that help you step into your power and design a reality that truly lights you up. Because here, we believe there are no limits, and anything is possible. You ready? Let's manifest beyond limits. Hello, everyone. We are back with our second episode, and this week, we're talking all about what manifestation really is and the true meaning of creating your own reality. Being in the manifestation and personal development space is very easy to get stuck in this little bubble, surrounded by other coaches, leaders, and mentors. I see so much content around this topic that it starts to feel like everyone already knows what manifestation is. But it's not until I'm in an environment with friends, coworkers, or family, and I tell them that I'm a manifestation coach, that I get that look and the question, wait, what is manifestation? What does that even mean? I forget that outside of this world that I'm immersed in, from the people I follow, to the books I read, to the podcasts I listen to, there are millions, maybe even billions of people on this earth who still don't know this information. And that always reminds me, even though there are hundreds of manifestation coaches out there, we still have so much work to do as a collective to spread this knowledge, raise consciousness, and help people awaken to their true power. So that's really what I want to dive into today. Demystifying and breaking down what manifestation truly is. Because there are a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings around this concept. So in the simplest terms, my basic definition of manifestation is using your mind to shape your future and bring your desires into your physical 3D reality. Now, I'll try not to go too deep into the science and quantum physics side of it. We'll save that for future episodes. But at its core, manifestation is the process of using your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions to attract the things you desire into your life. And this can be related to any aspect of life: wealth, health, love, lifestyle, career, anything. Now, if you've never heard of this before, or you've only heard little bits and pieces, it can sound kind of woo-woo or unrealistic, but I promise you, it's real. And all I ask is that you stay open-minded. I'm not here to convince you that manifestation works. I'm here to help you expand your mind so that you can start to see the proof for yourself over time. But that only happens when you're willing to stay open to new ideas and perspectives. You often hear the phrase, you create your own reality. But what does that actually mean? Creating your own reality is about moving from the passenger seat of your life to the driver's seat. It's about taking responsibility and ownership of your experience. Yes, there will always be things outside of your control, but it's about shifting from a victim mindset to an empowered mindset. It's realizing that you have a say in how your life unfolds through the way you think, feel, and act every single day. It's shifting from life is happening to me to life is happening for me. When you create your reality, you recognize the incredible power that's been placed within you by God, Source, or whatever higher power you connect with. We weren't sent here to just wander aimlessly, believing we have no say in how our lives turn out. You may not have 100% control, but you do have a powerful part to play in your reality. So there are 3 common myths about manifestation. The first one is, just think positive. And this is probably the most common misconception. On one hand, people who believe that all it takes is thinking positive. And on the other hand, people who dismiss it entirely saying, oh, that's that thing where you're supposed to just think happy thoughts. Yes, positivity is important, but it's only one part of the picture. Manifestation isn't just about sitting on the couch being happy and expecting your dream life to knock at your door. Positive thinking is the foundation, but manifestation also involves energy, belief systems, aligned action, and emotional regulation. And we'll be diving deeper into those missing pieces in future episodes. The second myth is life just happens to me. And this mindset makes us feel powerless. But manifestation teaches that while we can't control every external circumstance, we can control our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, and actions in response to life. And that inner world is ultimately what shapes our outer reality. It's not about ignoring challenges. It's about reclaiming your power and remembering that how you choose to show up determines the direction your life moves in. The third and final myth is manifestation has nothing to do with God or a higher power. And this one's important. There's often this misconception that manifestation is about ego, that you're trying to play God. But that's not true at all. Manifestation is about co-creation. Yes, you have free will and personal power, but there's also a divine intelligence guiding and supporting you. Whether you call that God, the universe, source, or creator, it's the unseen magic happening behind the scenes. Divine timing, synchronicities, and fate working in your favor. So manifestation is a partnership. You do your part, and then you surrender and allow the higher power to guide you to the how and the rest of the way. I hope this episode helped bring some clarity around what manifestation truly is and what it isn't. In future episodes, we'll be diving deeper into the science behind manifestation, looking at the subconscious mind, energy, and practical tools that you can start using to apply this process in your own life. Remember, manifestation isn't about controlling every outcome. It's about aligning with your highest self, co-creating with God or the universe, and allowing your thoughts, beliefs, and energy to shape your reality. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Manifest Beyond Limits. I hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take aligned action toward your next level. If this episode spoke to your heart, it would mean the world if you shared it with someone who needs to hear it, or left a quick review to help more beautiful souls find this space. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on Instagram at Manifest Beyond Limits, or visit manifestbeyondlimits.com to dive deeper into my world. And remember, you are powerful, you are supported, and there are no limits to what you can create. With that being said, go out there and manifest a life that's truly beyond limits.